Hey there, everyone. How are you doing today? It is Sunday, and that means it is time for me to look in the virtual mirror and let you know how I've done the last 7 days across my goals. If you don't know it, every Sunday, well, most Sundays, certainly Sunday or Monday, but most Sundays, I come to you just kind of seeing how I did. As you'll see in a minute, I've been doing my goals this way for quite a while now. There's a whole playlist on this channel if you want to see how I attack my goals, why I think having goals are important, why you should break them down, why you should track them, and most importantly, why you should share them, because otherwise it's just a wish, right? So let's bring up the spreadsheet and have a discussion about the week. All right, so we are in week 3. I do now break my goals down weekly. I put them in 13-week chunks, so I get the opportunity to reset 4 times a year. A lot of people do single year goals. I believe it is far more impactful to do them in 13-week chunks. It's long enough to see you make a difference, and also not so long that you can't reset and rejoin. And as you'll see at the bottom of the screen, you can see my goals going back 6 months. So first and foremost, health is wealth. So thus far, the first goal I have is health related. It's obviously a vanity goal for me at this point. Past periods, I had a running goal and a weight goal. It's summertime, so why not see if the old man can't somehow get a six-pack, and we'll see what happens. So to do that, I've broken that goal into really 2 or 3 different pieces. One is physical fitness. I am continuing to do something every day. It's now a habit. My home gym is growing as we add more and more things. Intermittent fasting has been a big deal. It was certainly a huge part of my December 1st through February 29th goals. I'd never done it before. If you haven't, try it. It is pretty impactful. It is a little bit of a mental hurdle given the stay-at-home orders because you just want to snack all the time, but it is interesting. And then this period, I did put in an extra goal. I work out in the mornings generally, and I'm trying to go about doing something extra in the evening. That's not quite a habit yet, and as you can see, I'm trending in the wrong direction. So again, looking myself in the mirror, I can ask myself if this is still important or get after it and try to do better next period. As for social media impact, right, growing the one rental at a time brand, building confidence and helping people. We popped a little bit from last week on YouTube. We had about another 800 views from last week. We were on a negative trend for a while, but that's okay. We're coming back. We're trying to do what the audience wants, and I'm still having fun. So it was a pleasure to see that was rewarded. Podcast listens. If you don't know, I do have a podcast, One Rental at a Time. It is essentially, or it is a audio version of these YouTube videos. Every video over 5 minutes becomes a podcast episode, while YouTube is original content each and every day. Podcasts get loaded every Saturday in mass. So if you want to take a listen, you want to take me on the road with you, it is One Rental at a Time. You can find me on all the podcast platforms. YouTube subscriptions did bounce. We almost got to 100, almost triple digits. We got 98. If you haven't subscribed and you're still watching it this far, do me a favor, hit that subscription. Realize that we do original content every day. We do daily financial news. We do 4 interviews a week minimum with our experts. We share walkthroughs. We answer questions. The last couple of weeks, we've actually done live streams Saturday morning at 8. Because when I get 100 thumbs up on videos, I give a thank you and I give you an hour of my time on Saturday. And then Instagram, we had just under 60. We had 59 additions. So followers on Instagram are growing. Last 2 periods, that has been a weakness. And it is nice to see a couple weeks in a row of some positive step forwards there. So thank you very much for following my Instagram. As far as deals, I did write up an offer out of the MLS. This was a house I wrote an offer on about a month ago. So at the 30-day mark, it was still listed. I wrote it for the exact same amount. The seller countered, came down 27 grand, but unfortunately that is 30 grand more than I want to pay. So They came down about halfway, at which time we went back and said, no, this is our number. Because again, the number doesn't make sense. And offering the MLS today is hard. There's just so little inventory. But you know, you have a tracking spreadsheet and it was still there. I think it's listed too high. But you know, the numbers still don't make sense. We need more inventory. I did look at a couple of deals with one of the members of the hub. We will see. We actually may close one next week. We'll see. This one's been on and off a couple of times. So hopefully next Sunday I can say, you know what, we finally got one. And then again, I'm working with folks to fill up the hub. So that will be interesting to do. Scrolling down. We are still spending that $1,500. These are basically cold callers and texters that we're doing. I think it's time to ramp up. I think we are through the worst of the crisis. So it's now time to go get listings. It's a good time to wholesale, if you know what that is. It's basically you can go get a property, clean it up minimum, and then sell it. Speed is very important because you want to get in before the listings explode higher. And again, we're doing that via texting and cold calling. Haven't really grown the cash flow yet. This will likely come from paying down debt. We could also add an asset, but it'll probably come from paying down debt this period. We do have a property that was supposed to close this week. The buyer decided to actually go all cash. So some paperwork has to be cleaned up, and we will see if that closes next week. And again, we may be buying our first flip of the period next week. Again, it's been on and off, so we will see. As for spending, again, spending on wants versus needs, that's what that $500 is. Didn't do anything this week. I am looking at some gym equipment, so I may add something here coming up, but that's what's done there. And then as far as unique events, we really got to do something to have some fun. As far as one rental at a time, trying to create and inspire belief and hope and all those important things that I'm trying to do for the rest of my life. We did create 4 hours of original content for YouTube, which is pretty awesome. We're averaging over 2 videos a day, so hopefully you like that. We did do one positive impact story, which was fun this week. Didn't interview a small business, so shame on me. If you are a small business owner or you know someone with a great story, I'd love to talk to them. It could be anything. It could be a restaurant. It could be a gym. Anybody who's really given it a go, I'd love to interview them and just get some positive news out there. Didn't do any live streams on Instagram. This is clearly a weakness of mine. I don't ask, right? I have a decent amount of followers. I need to ask, hey, do you want to do a live on your channel to help us both? So if you have an Instagram following and you want to talk real estate, you want to talk motivation, reach out to me, help me be better. And I'd love to schedule some of those coming up. Haven't done a video on the 75-day hard challenge. Again, I like that this is here. It just reminds me how important that story is. So I need to do that. And I have lots of stuff I could talk about, but shame on me. Haven't talked about the book One Rental at a Time in a while. I could easily pull something out of there and talk about it, why it's important. Again, shame on me. I was a guest on 2 podcasts last week that will roll out in the next several days or weeks, depending. We sold 65 books on Amazon, paperback books and Kindle, which is up. It's the best number of this period. What is really just amazing is we actually have now 205 5-star reviews on Amazon. And as a self-published author, to have that many reviews is very hard. It's just awesome. Right? I never expected it. Never expected to write a book. Never expected to have 200 people read it, let alone leave a review. So if you're one of them, thank you very much. If you've read it and you have some nice things to say, I would really appreciate seeing this number continue to grow. At some point, Amazon is going to pick up this book as something to really advertise. And we're over 200 now. Let's see if we can't get to 250 and beyond. So if you can leave a 5-star review and just great book, that would be awesome. We are selling some audiobooks. I'm really glad we broke down and did that. We sold, I think, 39 last week, which is nice. It's not the 50 we wanted, but it's still a nice job. Not doing very well on Audible reviews, however. We've only had 3 in the last 3 weeks, which is 1 a week, which is, I don't know, that's not good. So if you've actually got it on Audible and one of the roughly 800 folks, could you do me a favor and just leave a quick Audible review? Really love to see that number get over 100. Yeah, that would just be awesome. As far as the courses, the more and more stuff we do, people are picking up the free course. It's just about who I am, what we do, kinds of that stuff. So it's pretty motivational and all of that. 11 people this week, double digits, pretty impressive. And then 5 people picked up the paid course. Again, the paid course is the best thing I've done. It really focuses in on everything I do every day and what we've done over the last 20 years to build a successful business. And it was really all of you that asked for it, right? All the requests for coffees and lunches and how do you do it? And how do I learn a market I've never been to? What do you do? It's all there. And it's not fluff. If you watch the playlist on this channel from students, it hits you right out of the gate. It's do this, do this, do this. Then let's get comfortable with the math. And then, all of that. So I built that course for something that I would consume. And that means get your hands dirty fast. Don't bore me with fluff. So that's what I did. And then again, I am working or brainstorming another book. It's more about how to get started one rental at a time. It's basically building on the success of one rental at a time. I am now sort of in outline mode. I think it was aggressive to start writing pages, but I am playing with that idea. I'm trying to think about it every day. And I am doing some outlines. No t-shirt sales. I am pretty proud of these. My daughter helped me create them. I actually work out in them almost every day. Cash rich, asset poor, passive income generator, mailbox money is a great one. Asset rich, cash happy. And of course the OG, no alligator. These are important for me. They are on my website. They just remind me of who one rental at a time is and the things that we're going for. So, and then as far as donation to charity, that will likely be done at the end of the quarter. We'll see how we did with the book sales and the like, which I just kind of take that profit and make it a donation. So, that's what I got for the week. Hopefully that makes sense. And again, today is Sunday, Father's Day, June 21st. Let me just close with saying Happy Father's Day. Yeah, just happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Bye.